Welcome to All In Uncensored with Ryan and Bryon.
You need to get closer to your mic, Brian Taylor.
Yeah, thank you to my nephew Max for giving me the most honest feedback I've yet received on this show, which is stepping closer to my mic. So, Max Knorr, thank you.
Thanks, Max. Let's do the 3 clap and just get into this thing.
Let's do it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 6. This is just going to be a rate update session today, totally off the cuff. We've had some amazing news today, Ryan. Let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it. This is what we call All In Uncensored. Unscripted, uncensored, ready to go. Let's jump into the market. So the Feds met today. It is Wednesday, the 13th, and they came out with some news that was super positive for rates.
Huge news today.
Not very often do the Feds come out and say that they're going to lower rates. They said over the next, in 2024, they're probably going to lower rates 3 times. The Fed likes to be super conservative on things like that.
Yes.
So 3 is probably the minimum.
Yeah, I would say 3 is likely the minimum on that. So that news got us all fired up. We had a sales meeting today, and the news is it's going to be a really positive outlook for 2024 housing market. Buyers coming off the fence, getting back into the market. Right? I mean, even today, I just priced out a loan in the 6s, like mid 6s on a conventional loan. It was amazing.
VA were in the 5s.
And FHA streamline refis.
So let's talk about those real quick.
Yes. So the biggest news is one of our biggest lending partners has forward hedged over $3 billion with a B, $3 billion to capture and to help veterans and people who are in FHA and VA loans to help them lower their monthly expenses on their mortgage payment.
That's amazing. FHA and VA streamlines. Talking about those a little bit.
Yeah.
They are exactly what I said, streamline. No appraisal, low cost, and they truly are there to help people that have those government loans and those government programs to just lower their payments every month.
Yes. And in a way, it's this is our tool to help people reduce inflation in their own household in a way. If we can save them a couple $100s a month on their mortgage payment or more, dude, that is huge coming into this new year.
VA, truly no cost out of pocket. And we're not talking about charging exorbitant fees.
No.
We work with the number one lender in the nation. And like Brian said, they came out and they have $3 billion hedged to help these people save money.
Yeah. And they may lose money on the deals, but their goal is they're very consumer forward and really want to put the power back into the consumer's hands heading into this new year and really just to help people out. So my big takeaway from this news today was all of our real estate agent partners out there who have done FHA loans or VA loans, or who had borrowers or buyers who had FHA or VA loans. You have a unique opportunity to go back to those clients and talk to them about this, or even, have us consult with them on what we can do to help, and talk about margins a little bit and why we're bringing this up now and the difference between where we're at and how the margins come into play on all this. Like mainly, they were talking about the 300 basis point margin.
Oh, between retail
and here, yeah.
So retail banks and a lot of credit unions have huge margins built into both FHA and VA loans.
Because they're government-backed loans, and so there's a lot of profit margins there.
Working with a wholesale lender like us, we don't have those profit margins. That profit margin goes directly to the consumer. The consumer gets a better rate, which is a lower payment, which saves them money every month to help them.
Right. And so kind of to put it in perspective, some of the figures that the HMDA data was being thrown around today in our meeting, between 300 and 400 basis points, which is 3 and 4% extra margin built into the cost of the rate, versus our average margin is only 90 basis points or 0.9%. So if you kind of look at that metric of anywhere from 250 to 300 plus additional basis points that you have to build into the rate, that's not winning for the veteran at all. And And unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people really understand how margins work and how pricing works. So, and this is not to slam any loan officer who's working in the bank to retail model, because we didn't know this until we moved and like our eyes were open to it. But you have to understand, you're doing a disservice to these veterans when you're giving them a way higher rate than what the market could actually bear for them. And so our whole goal really is just to kind of get this message out there. Whether you talk to us or talk to somebody else in the industry, now is a really good time to start having these conversations with your past clients if you're a real estate agent, or if you're in a homeowner that's done an FHA or VA loan here in the last 2 years or so. Now's a great time to start talking about this, because if we can help or somebody can help you get your payment lowered, that's huge.
Real estate agents, real estate agents, if you want to be a hero to your clients, go back to your clients that closed FHA and VA loans in late 2022 and 2023 and let them know that you have an outlet for them to save money.
Huge outlet.
Huge outlet.
Yeah. So it's really hard for us to kind of convey our level of excitement through this medium of, we were told today that we have the perfect faces for radio.
That was a slam a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
Shout out to Sean Lee.
He said we have great radio voices, though, too.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Let us know.
Yeah. Drop a like, subscribe, or shoot us a comment. Yeah. So getting back to why we're so excited, it's really hard to like encapsulate the level of excitement Ryan and I have right now. We were literally we've been bouncing off the walls all morning with this news dropping, and with the ability, and really because we're so forward thinking with wanting to help other people, we have this ability to help people right now, and we just want to get the message out. It's not to say, hey, we're better than you. It has nothing to do with that. It's about seriously coming from a really pure place of wanting to lead with a servant's heart and help people be in a better spot, getting 1% better. This is a way to get 1% better now.
If we can't help specifically with our programs, we want to educate people.
Yeah.
So if you have questions on this, give us a call. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you don't understand the process. We just want to educate people on how we can help. And if it's not today, maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's a year. Maybe it just doesn't make sense at all.
Right. Yeah, the education bit is the key as well. And we're going to be working on a series of educational videos to talk about, like we said at the very beginning of this show when we first started, less than 90% of what we talk about is going to be directly related to mortgages. We're going to indirectly talk about what we do as the way we make a living. But independently, Ryan and I have been in discussions about this, and we've been getting feedback. We're going to be doing a bunch of video series that we'll have on our website. So the people that want to get like really hardcore into the details of how loan programs work, different options available to them, we're going to be creating that content for you guys in video format so that you have access to it. And so this is kind of like, I guess, kind of a kickoff to that is just educating people about what an interest rate reduction loan and a streamline refi actually are, which you've eloquently stated.
We're bridging the gap
to homeownership.
Yes, we are.
And beyond.
So this show obviously is part of the 10% that we weren't going to talk about, but we feel like right now in this time, it's very important to talk about this and be in the forefront of people's minds. We are here to help. And if you're a real estate agent, financial planner, CPA, if you see this and you have clients that are looking at saving money or just want to be educated, reach out to us.
Yeah, we'll definitely help. I mean, we're even willing to put on a small lunch and learn or something. So like if you're a realtor that is a broker owner and you have a bunch of real estate agents working under you, we'd love to help your team out in any way that we can to help educate them. Even loan officers out there who, I mean, quite frankly, a year ago, I kind of had my head buried in the sand, and this market's been really tough for a lot of us. If you guys are other loan officers out there who are hearing this, maybe this sparks a little bit of interest in wanting to explore what Ryan and I have been doing. We would love to help you too. We're not adversarial with you. We want to actually help you win as well. Take this information, learn from it. We'd love to collaborate with you and consult and see how we can help you get better as well. And this is all part of why we're so excited about some of this news dropping today and some of the opportunities that our clients and our partners that we work with have right now.
Brian and I have been in the industry for a long time, and we worked on that retail side up until, let's just call it the last 12 months. And having our eyes open to what is possible and what is available has been absolutely incredible.
It's been mind-blowing, man. We were on a call today with a VIP within one of our, wholesale lending partners, and we were just running down some of the things that we've been working on since May. I mean, we have literally been putting in sometimes 10 and 12-hour days here since May with these multiple 90-day massive action plans. And it's just like all of this building, it's just like it felt like pushing a rock up a hill, but we've kind of got this rock almost to the top of the hill and it's about to roll down the other side. And oh my gosh, we're going to need loan officers to come work for us, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's crazy about what is going to be transpiring here very shortly.
All that being said, the time that we put in has been some of the most fun times I've had in this business.
Yes.
I've been in for almost 2 decades, and this business can be draining. It can just beat you down. And the things that we've put our heads together, created, thought, implemented, and are executing right now has been exhilarating.
Oh, totally exhilarating. And one of the other things I'm realizing too is there's so many people out there that want to help you get better if you just ask for the help. So ask us for the help. We want to help you guys get better, whether it's help with a streamline refi, whether it's help growing your business as a referral partner, or whether it's help as an LO needing to maybe put a fresh spin on your career and look at some options. Even if it's not with us, but we'd love to have a talk with you and consult wherever you're at.
It's amazing what happens when you have an open mind and you just start talking to people. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had a guy the other day, we were talking about something completely off topic, and he said, well, what's your Facebook page look like for your new office? We're trying to open our new office January 1st. What's your Facebook page going to look like? What is your Google landing page going to look like? And, honestly, that hasn't even been something on our radar. And
no, it hasn't.
He jumped in and he goes, I want to help. I want to build those pages for you.
And our first reaction, well, what's it going to cost us? And he's like, nothing. I want to do this for you because I want to be partnering with you for the long term. And I was just like blown away because that's kind of how we've been operating at this for the last year. We've been partnerships, collaboration, helping other people get better with no expectation of anything in return other than we helped you get into a better spot than you were before you talked to us.
You just said the word collaboration. Why don't you elaborate on some of the collaborating that we've done very recently and what that means to you?
So we've collaborated with partners with some of our wholesale lenders. We've collaborated with ownership at Adcom Group, Rich Hunt and Sean Lee. Thank you guys so much. We've had people reach out to us wanting to come onto our show because we don't have a ton of followers or a ton of views yet. And for those of you that have been watching and following, thank you so much.
We appreciate you.
We absolutely appreciate you. And we're not doing this to get 1 million followers. If it happens, great. We really just are doing this because we're passionate about it. And it's like really all these people are coming out of the woodwork wanting to collaborate with us now. It's amazing. So
we've had some calls just from this show and some of the things that we're doing on social media that blew our minds.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have a coworker that we are going to get on the show, and he has his own branch, and we're excited to have him. And he reached out to us because he saw our show, and he's like, I'm trying to grow my online presence. He's got 51,000 followers on TikTok, which is way more followers than either one of us have on any platform. But he saw our show and wants to plug in. And I'm just like, wow. And then we got invited to this online mortgage mastermind forum closed group to help. It's just a collaboration platform. We're not talking about recruiting. We're not slamming any other lenders out there. It's literally, what are you guys doing to ramp up to help people refinance their homes to lower their costs? What are you guys doing to get this message out there? So there's a lot of that information going back and forth, and we're all helping each other as a community try to spread the word and get it out there.
Yeah, we're not, we're not recruiting. We're not doing any of that. We're all from different companies, mm-hmm. and we're all just meeting together to make each other better for what we do.
Yes.
Create ideas. We're going to do that on a bigger scale that you're talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, what Ryan's referring to is we have this local mastermind group as well, and in addition to our private Facebook group that we got invited to, and we call it the Loan Club, which is kind of rad.
We've got the Loan Club.
Yeah. So anyway, all of this to say, we're here. We want to collaborate with you wherever you're at, in the spirit of collaboration, help you look at improving your financial situation, help you look at growing your business, maybe even like jumping into some planning for 2024, because we have a lot of powerful tools that we have been given to really launch us to the next level. And if we can impart any bit of that to anybody that is interested in that, we'd love to help out with that.
Help you grow your business. That's what we want to do. If you want to make a business plan or set goals, like Bryon said, we have things to help you with that, but we don't want to just help you set those goals and plan that stuff. We want to work with you hand in hand to help you make those goals and dreams come true.
Yeah, and this is a little bit of a teaser, because we're going to actually do a whole show on goal setting, and we're going to share what our goals are going into 2024 for full transparency. So you as our audience can hold us accountable as we progress throughout 2024. I really am looking at 2024 as kind of the prelude to what's coming in 2025. Brian Buffini recently did a training session with one of my realtor partners, and they were talking about 2025 is going to be a housing boom. And if we're not preparing now to be ready to scale and help people, you're missing the opportunity. Now when it's slow is the best time to be working on your business. We'd love to help you with that. But we'll go into a whole show about that probably by the end of the year, first episode of 2024. We'll just talk about goal setting and all that good stuff.
Exciting things have happened.
Yep.
Exciting things to come.
Yeah. Hey, and we've even got a rate watch program for you consumers out there. Whether you're conventional FHA or VA, we do have an automated rate watch program that we've been working on for the last 6 months that fully automated, and it will just automatically tell you if it makes sense for you to refinance or not. So you're not going to have to get hounded by a bunch of phone calls and mailers and stuff like that. So
and there's no obligation.
No.
When you tell us what your rate is, we can talk about what your target price is and what your target rate is. And even if we hit those rates, you're still not obligated to do anything. But it's going to create a phone call between us, and we'll talk about what that looks like. What is your recapture period of your lower payment versus what your fees are? Is it 12 months? Is it 18? Is it 36?
Is it 3?
I think the lower the better for sure, because I think rates going to continue to come down. But you don't try and time the market, because you will miss out on everything.
Right. And if you get a good rate on a refinance right now, and again, nobody has a crystal ball, we can't predict. But if, let's say, rates do drop later on in the year and you have an opportunity to look at a refinance again to drop your rate even lower, I mean, that's always an option. So, yeah, you won't be missing the market if you take advantage of what we're seeing coming right out of the gate into 2024 here. It's just going to be an opportunity to strike now while the iron's hot, and then set yourself up for success moving forward into the future with that.
Talking about FHA and VA refinances, a great example, you have to wait 7 months to refinance. So if you're not at that 7 month period yet, that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's get you in our system, and when that 7 month period happens, let's see where rates are, and if it makes sense, let's jump on it. If it doesn't make sense yet, let's make a plan.
Yeah, let's get on the watch program. So, yeah, just to kind of recap why we're so excited, and again, this is super unscripted and uncensored today. We just have really no outline of what we wanted to talk about except this great news with rates, this great news with this huge chunk of money being hedged for refinance opportunities right out of the gate. So people looking to drop their payment right away in 2024, we can certainly help. Our referral partners in collaboration, other loan officers in collaboration, that's what this episode is really tied into. And look out for our next episodes coming up here in the next few weeks. We're going to be tying it into goal setting for 2024. And then we'll continue to drop some shorts on our YouTube channel and social media where rates are trending and what the rate watch is looking like, so that if you guys want to plug into that, they can.
We'll keep you informed.
Yep.
You keep us informed.
Yep. And go ahead and drop us a message. You can find us on our YouTube channel or All In Uncensored website. We also have a Facebook page. So drop us a message if you want some help or you just need to bounce something off of us. We're here to help.
The easiest way to find us is allinuncensored.com.
Yep. That's our website for our podcast show. And you can click through to the YouTube channel from there and drop a comment if you want. But yep, we're here to help.
Please do.
Yep. So with that,
Thank you for tuning in.
and
It's another great day.
it's another great day.